Insomniacs of the world, rejoice. The latest cure has been brought to us by Netflix. Yeah, this film was a snooze. And it's a bummer because it's a murder mystery set in the 1800s starring Christian Bale, directed by Scott Cooper, the director of Hostiles, also starring Christian Bale. That was a pretty good film. All the ingredients were there for a really good film, but it just didn't provide me with what I look for a mystery, which is an engaging mystery and a story that pulls me in and just has me glued to the screen and wanting to find out who did whatever, in this case, who murdered this guy at this cadet academy. And the setup's not too bad. I mean, the murder itself is pretty grim. The dude gets murdered, has his heart taken out. You're like, oh, okay, let's find out who did this grisly crime. But the film kind of screws itself over because in one of the really early scenes, there is a line of dialogue spoken by one character, and it's the way the actor said the line within the context of the scene, and also the accompanying facial expression that made me go, oh, well, you had something to do with this. Clearly, by the way you reacted to a certain moment in that scene, and what you said, how you said it, you were involved. I hate that shit, man. I just hate it when things are so obviously done in these kind of films where a character just has to say something and you're like, oh, well, there you go, the culprit is right there. And I spent the rest of the film just waiting for Christian Bale to just come to his senses and go, oh yeah, it was that guy. And sure enough, that guy was involved somehow. Not going to say how, but he was involved. And I just hate that kind of predictability in mysteries in general because it's all part of the intrigue of who did it, why did they do it. That combined with the sluggish pacing and the really procedural way in this film goes about telling its story just had me just bored for the first 2 hours of this film. Yeah, it's basic mystery film storytelling that you've seen a dozen times over. All the beats you expect, all the ups and downs that Christian Bale goes on as a detective. Halfway through the film, a new body turns up, so his employees are like, are we any closer to finding this man? And Christian Bale's all like, ugh. The film trucks along, and you finally find out what's going on, and you have kind of a funny scene with a confrontation in a burning building, of course, because it has to be some kind of burning building, I guess. And then in the last 20 minutes, there's another big information dump. I'm trying not to spoil it. Basically, the film's full of a lot of red herrings, so be wary of that. And by that point, I was just so bored and I was so ready for the film to be over that I just didn't care. All this new information just did nothing for me. I mean, did I expect it? No. So, points, I suppose. But again, I just didn't care. I was ready for it to be over. I was very tired, very sleepy. And yeah, this film just did not do a lot for me, unfortunately. It's not a horrible film, don't get me wrong. It's by no means the worst Netflix original film that I've ever seen. It's better made than a lot of them. And it's a good looking film. And I forgot to talk about Harry Melling. Oh my god. Dudley Dursley, how far you have come. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm actually in awe that this is Dudley from Harry Potter. My god, he's become quite a good actor. I mean, I don't know if he's an accurate Edgar Allan Poe because I wasn't around in 1830. I apologise. But, I mean, seriously, from Dudley Dursley to this, giving performances that outstages Christian Bale. Yo, Hollywood, cast this guy in a lot more things because he is damn good. So when it's all said and done, The Pale Blue Eye is yet another Netflix original dud.